What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and welcome on back to our Pokemon Ultra Sun walkthrough. In the last part, well, we got stopped by this person, kind of forgot that they were here. But yeah, what did we do? We did the trainer school stuff, you know, the little haunted Drifloon thing, and we don't even know if that girl was real. That was kind of scary. Nah, not really though. But yeah, now we're down here in Hiahia City, which is the first location that you come across on island number 2, and we did, kind of explore the first part of it in the last episode, so now we can come this way. Now, there's a route entrance up there, but first, you're going to be encountered by two different people. This is Dexio and Cena. If you remember, they were in X and Y. They were like, you didn't see them a whole lot. They kind of popped up, like, a couple times, maybe. And they were wearing like those almost like superhero type of outfits. I don't really know what their whole purpose is, but they are here in the Alola games too. And you're going to be battling one of them. In Ultra Moon, you'll fight Cena. She'll use a Smoochum and Glaceon. But for me, in Ultra Sun, we are fighting Dexio. He's going to have a Mime Jr. and Espeon. Remember, Mime Jr. is part fairy too, so kind of nice that it's part Psychic though, because that means I'm still super effective on it with the grubbin. So yeah, we are, I know in the last episode we did kind of a big optional thing with the whole trainer school stuff, but it's good to be back on the main path now. As a matter of fact, the past 2 episodes, we have kind of been doing optional stuff, haven't we? But yeah, so after this, you will be able to check out the big hotel here, which we'll do, because I think there's a few more items you can get. And then we'll move on to Route 4, which is going to be, going to take you to the next town. And then past that town is just about when the next trial is going to be. So we still got a couple more episodes until then, but start preparing, I guess. Here's that Espeon. This thing can be kind of difficult to fight at this stage in the game. I know its special defenses are better, so I'm actually just going to keep going for Aqua Jet. I think we got this. The only thing that would screw me up is like a confusion from Psybeam. And now that I said that, it's probably going to happen. Let's see. Wow, yeah, Psybeam does a lot. Alright, that's fine. If we don't kill here, Brion is, kind of a high level anyways. But no, we did take it out, so yeah, I wasn't too worried. That sounds awful. I don't care if my Pokemon dies. But look, that's what the Pokemon centers are for, right? Anyways, hope you guys are having a good Monday, by the way. And you're going to get your team healed after that battle. And Dexio will give you a full restore. Probably won't be using that till much later in the game unless you just want to blow it on one of your Pokemon. But you probably shouldn't, because full restores are expensive and they can come in handy in the Elite Four and stuff. Alright, so let's go peep the hotel now. There's a totem sticker, I think, on both ends over here. You can get back down to the beach. But for now, we're just going to be exploring the place. And we will, I think we are going to mainly be on the 3rd floor. Real quickly, though, I think if we talk to this lady, remember we found the little bottle on the beach that had the letter in it on Hiahia Beach in the last episode? As long as you've interacted with that thing, she will give you a heart scale. So that's pretty cool. Heart scales, have a good use. Usually they're either like for a move tutor or move remember or something along those lines. But aside from that, we'll go up to the 3rd floor. Now, you're not going to be able to get every item in here. Also, this place definitely has more than 2 floors. So I don't know why we can't go to like the 2nd floor or anything. But I think we're just going to work our way left to right. And there's a Corsola here, which we can sort of mess around with. We did this with another Pokemon, I think, back on the first island. And it wants to play more. Nah, I'm good. I'm a dip. Oh, now I kind of feel bad. Now I feel bad, man. But anyways, right here's a revive. And then you're going to notice someone, aura farming out here at the window. No, I'm just kidding. By the way, this is a vibe. Look at that sunset. This is Colress, though. Yeah, if you can't recognize by his Internet Explorer-looking headwear. He's yapping about Z crystals and stuff. He doesn't even turn to acknowledge you. How rude of that guy. He's a strange character, man. We learned that in the Gen 5 games. Okay, so actually I missed another item in that room, I think. So great, now I gotta go back by Colress. But I think there's another item Yeah, it's hidden, but it's a health wing over here. You can't really see it because of the curtain. And, oh, now he's going to talk to us. Why? Because I took your item off the balcony? I mean, that's pretty valid, to be fair. I think I accidentally hit A there, actually. I don't think he spoke to us automatically. Okay, so, in this room right here, if you have a Snorlax, Mew, or Marshadow in your party, this guy will give you their respective Z crystals. So that's pretty cool, but, you know, we're probably not going to get our hands on, like, any of those mons in this playthrough, let's be honest. Okay, so now if we go to the first room on the right, I think this lady's practicing maybe dancing or singing or something, and she gets kind of embarrassed because we just barge into her room, which, you know, fair point, but, you know, people gotta lock their doors in the Pokemon world. They don't really do that. Yeah, the Blossom is actually gonna force us out of the room. And I think we're gonna get an Oranberry. Can we try to go back inside? There's an item. Yeah, here we go. I was about to say, there's a freshwater. But yeah, I think as you go, did we get the Oranberry and I just didn't notice? I think we did and I didn't notice. All right, nice going. Well, let's go back inside that room because there's something else on the balcony. I keep on forgetting about the freaking balcony, man. It is to the right again. It is a Swift Wing. And then, in this last room over here, you can get a Revival Herb from the guy in here, but you have to find all of his friends first, whatever that's supposed to mean. So this is kind of like a little side mission thing, and who are his friends, though? Are they Pokemon? Are they people? Yeah, 30 years, my 3 friends in Hiya City. So you can go around Hiya and look for them if you want. But anyways, yeah, as I said, hope you guys are having a good Monday. Recording this one on a Saturday, you know, college football in the background. It feels like that's become like the norm for me when recording these videos. But yeah, we're gonna move on to Route 4 now. That's where I want to spend a majority of this episode. Hopefully by the end of this, we will be in the next town. And there will be a rival battle in that town too. So I guess go ahead and get ready for that. But yeah, we don't gotta go heal or anything. Again, I'm not bothering with totem stickers in this game, I don't think, unless, you know, towards the end of the series I decide to make like a totem sticker guide. But the issue is there's already been so many of those on YouTube, so I don't know. You know, as I've been saying, feel free to give me feedback in the comments. If y'all do want to see one, I'd be happy to make one. But yeah, this is Route 4, so let's get to the trainer battles. Now, I think there's a couple new things. You can get like Eevee, and Igglybuff, and Lillipup, and Mudbray is the new Gen 7 Pokemon. Yeah, Mudbray is a plain ground type. Evolves into Mudsdale, which is pretty awesome, has a ton of defenses. I think it's more specially defensive, correct me if I'm wrong, so pretty good ground type if you want one, but unfortunately, I will be passing up on it in this series. So yeah, down goes that guy's Fomantis, which that's a mon we'll be able to get a little later on this island. It's going to be a pure grass type. Alright, we'll go up this way this time and pick up a Great Ball, and then I'm actually going to put Crabrawler to the front. So yeah, by the way, the next trial is a water type trial. And, you know, start trying to figure out how you're going to deal with that. I guess if you started with a Rowlet, you kind of have an automatic counter. But for me, I don't really have anything super effective on water. I don't have anything weak to water, though. So that's the good thing. But, you know, it could still be a bit of a challenge. As a matter of fact, it probably will still be a challenge. There's a hidden super potion. My senses were going off. Okay, I'm like Spider-Man out here. Even though I've only ever watched, like, one of the Spider-Man movies. Here we go. We got a Collector, though. This guy will have some pretty cool Pokemon. Always nice to fight the Collectors. By the way, little update on, what am I trying to say? Pokemon Legends EA, we have made more progress in our series that I'm live streaming over on the main channel. And I've seen some new Megas, so I guess as I've been doing in these videos, just because, you know, it gives me something to talk about, I'll let y'all know my thoughts on the new Megas that I've seen. I think I've already talked about the Electros and that sort of stuff, but now we have seen Chandelure, which I hate to say it, honestly, don't like it a whole lot. I feel like it just got, you know, some extra little chandeliers, and that's really about it, so I'm sorry. It's okay. It's like mid. However, I do like Mega Phalanx. Mega Phalanx is pretty freaking sick. I love how it turns into a big old like dude with armor. Oh, this thing has Ember. Okay, at least it's not stab. But yeah, it turns into a big old dude with like a shield and everything. I love Mega Phalanx. Definitely in like my top 5 favorite new megas, maybe top 3. And then I also saw Skarmory. Skarmory's pretty cool. I like how it becomes gold. I feel like a lot of the new megas haven't really changed their colors at all, so I do appreciate that it is, you know, kind of a golden color now. Anyways, let's sneak up on this guy. And then we also watched the trailer for the Mega Dimension DLC, because we now know that is coming out on December 10th. I'm probably going to be live streaming that once we get done with the main story in Legend ZA. And we got revealed a Mega Chimecho and Mega Baxcalibur. Baxcalibur, to me, was like a mon that didn't really need a Mega. I thought it was already cool enough. And, I mean, at the end of the day, I think it just got a little spikier, which is... It's cool, you know. I don't hate it as much as, like, Mega Chandelure, but, you know, it's aight. But I do love Mega Chimecho. Partially because I think Chimecho is just a really awesome mon to give a Mega to. And, yeah, I really like it. I like how it's got the mini Chimechos like on it as well. I think it's pretty sick. So, you know, for me so far, I think all of the new megas, and again, I still haven't seen all of them because we're still playing through the game. But they are, you know, they're kind of hit or miss. Either I feel like I really do like one, or, you know, it's just not my style. There's no in between. And wow, Fake Out did a buttload of damage right there. Can we calm down? I might die to a Fury Swipes if it hits. Okay, it only hit 2 times. So, thank goodness. But yeah, I only have 8 days of like actual classwork left until Thanksgiving break. So I'm kind of turnt about that. Just got to make the Thanksgiving break. And by the way, we're trying to get Bubble Beam. Remember, we're not a water type, but you know, he is a crab after all. So I'll get rid of Bubble. Just an upgrade there. But yeah, I'll be able to see my boy Jay Dizzle again, which is my dog. Literally my dog. So that'll be good. And yeah, just looking forward to Thanksgiving break. And I've probably mentioned it before, but even after Thanksgiving break, I only have another like week and a half, and then I'm out for winter break. So, you know, just get into Thanksgiving break. That's the goal. Okay, up here is Pikachu Valley. This is a little optional area off of Route 4. And definitely lives up to the name. There's a ton of Pikachu just hanging around here. Whoever owns this place is a huge fan of Pikachu. They have a whole RV with Pikachu's face on it and stuff. So, just for visiting this place, you're going to get a little item, but then there's another little quiz you can do, and you will get... you'll get a couple other Pikachu-related things. So, I can't remember where we go to take that quiz. Now, there is also an item chilling over here by the RV. It's a magnet. Who would have guessed, you know, being around all these electric types. And do I have to talk to you, or do I go in the RV? Well, first we're going to get approached by this Pikachu. Oh, this is like the Corsola again. I don't know what y'all want me to do, man. I mean, yay, I'm playing with y'all, but I can't play with y'all the whole episode, okay? The people are like looking forward to, you know, the rest of the game, man. All right, here we go. Yeah, here's the quiz I was talking about. So fortunately, I have the answers, and I did know the answer to that though. Yeah, male or female, you can tell by its tail. This one's gonna be the Electric Sax. This is gonna be a Thunderstone. We all know Pikachu evolves by a Thunderstone, and I think its coloring is darker. Yeah, for a shiny. And then this one, the final one's going to be Professor Elm. So yeah, that one you might not know, because, like, who knows? You would think it's like Professor Oak that discovered Pikachu. But there we go, we get a Pikachu shirt and cap for some accessories. And aside from that, I think that's really about it. We can step into the RV, or no, we can't. There's a Pikachu running out of the RV. So yeah, let me guess, there's like a ton more Pikachu in here. Yeah, you actually can't go in it. I think Pikachus just keep on running out, so... yeah, that place, as I said, lives up to the name. That being said, though, we can hop down here, pick up an item. This is going to be an Adrenaline Orb. Kind of crazy you just find this item that, like, literally relates to Dialga, and it's just chilling out here in the middle of Route 4. And I think there's going to be one more trainer we have to fight. You can kind of see the town coming up. And Young Goose, bro, you're boring. We've seen you plenty of times on the first island. So I'll be running away from him. And then, yeah, as I said, I'll go ahead and stop up here after we fight this last trainer, who is... Don't give me a wild Pokemon. Still don't give me a wild Pokemon. Thank you so much. No hidden item over here. I'm just going to spray another Repel. I don't want to run into anything else. I need to get to the point where we can buy Super Repels, bro. But yeah, there's the entrance to the town. But we have an energy root, and then we have a guy over here who is a cook. Also, by the way, that is a big pile of berries right there, meaning I think it's guaranteed that a Crabrawler is in there. So I'm not going to bother with, you know, trying to go get those berries, because then we're just going to get into a battle. But this dude's got a Cutiefly. We've seen like 1 or 2 of these before. I guess a Bug Fairy type kind of messes me up. I mean, Brionne would probably do fine. I still have Grubbin too with Spark. Brionne got so many levels though in the past couple videos. I'm trying to really, you know, let Grubbin and Crabrawler get some action. And you have the leftovers. Wouldn't expect anything else from a cook. By the way, had a new video go up on the main channel this past Saturday. So make sure to peep it if you feel like. We also played a horror game, actually 2 horror games on Friday, and low-key they were kind of funny, I can't lie. So yeah, hey man, the streams are a good time. I can't wait till I can stream like more than 4 days a week, because right now that's the schedule I'm on with classes and stuff. But one day I want to make it like 6 days a week, I think would be nice. Anyways, almost to level 17, but we're going to have to leave off there, because in the next episode, we are heading into Paniola Town. For now, though, hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good rest of your day, and until then, deuces.